to here. So this is the first page that I see. I go to Africa, and then I see Kenya and Uganda, and I'm like, I don't have any Kenyan relatives. So when I looked at the East Africa part, they were like, yeah, you're Kenyan, Ugandan. So each part you can always a Moor. Interesting. So Moors are like North African, I guess, like black North Africans. And let's see. And then there's West Africa. This wasn't surprising to me because like my dad's Jamaican, and he spoke about he mentioned having European ancestor. So there's Gambia and Senegal. I've heard that this region was like huge on slave trade. So yeah, so for all the slave trade that this region did, how come, they don't have much to show for all the human suffering? Like there should be an exchange. Okay, like you did all this thing, you took your people and sold them to slavery. You didn't know where they were going to go, what kind of treatment they were going to have. So at least there should be some, return of investment, as far as like future generations should have more money and all that stuff, but they don't. So that's kind of sad. Gambia, Senegal, and Maghrebi. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is what I'm guessing uppity the Moors, I guess. So it's North Africa, Morocco, Mauritania, Libya, and Algeria. I heard Mauritania has they still practice slavery. People can buy slaves for $20 or whatever. Interesting. Slave owners in Louisiana preferred people from Senegambia. Interesting. Okay. What's significant about your father being Jamaican is that Louisiana is in the Gulf, and many slaves were sent to the Caribbean islands from Louisiana to be broken. Oh. Interesting. So I guess if the slaves who came from Senegal and Gambia who ended up in Louisiana, if they were too, not broken, they sent them to the Caribbean to be broken? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, they mostly call it human trafficking now, but they're enslaving people all over North Africa and taking them to Arab countries. The Western Asia is 24%. So in this part, there's Bedouin and Egyptian, Levantine, and Arabian. Spoke to me where the Bedouin part, because they tend to be nomads. They're a nomadic Arab population. And I love traveling, and I don't feel like I belong to one place. I can always travel to another place, and as long as it's a safe and friendly place, I can live there, no problem. Yeah, so that's what the Bedouin part. So this part, the Middle East, this whole part, Western Asia part, is from my mother's side. You know, because like the maps that they show here, they have borders. The borders were made in recent times, like within 200 years. So it doesn't reflect, you know, like, you know, maybe like heritage is not limited to borders, obviously. Like they have here Sudan, and they don't show South Sudan or Eritrea here, Ethiopia, Somalia, Djibouti, and all that stuff. So obviously people are not just gonna stay on like the peninsula and not travel here, you know. So okay, so Egyptian. As far as the Egyptian part, oh, priestly blood? What's that? What kind? Well, what's priestly blood? What should I do some study on that part? Levant. Interesting. So Egypt. The thing about Egypt that I connect with is, like the jawline, you know, that's depicted in their drawings. That I have that like very, you know, stark or like pointed jaw. So okay, so yeah, so that is my DNA result. I wish, you know, like when I go to Africa that it would be more specific, but it seems like because of, you know, global politics, they limit these results to like bordered areas instead of like blobs and like woven blobs, basically, which would be more complex to depict on a map, but which would be way more realistic would be to like create blobs of things like bloop, and then another color of blob, and then you could see in the middle there's like mixing and stuff, you know, because in the past there were empires that would expand, you know, like northward, southward, east, west, all that stuff, and then it would contract, like the pumping of blood, like that's how nature goes. But in our current world order, they want to divide it by borders and tell you, okay, you're from this country. So yeah, so the West African part was interesting as well. Hope everyone has a lovely day. I'm going to go and study some computer science and algorithm and all that stuff. I also have like I started the tech Samri. I'll add a Y to it, so it's like Techie Samri, and then add more stuff on that channel for tech stuff. I have a video on Chat GPT as well. But yeah, see ya, bye.